Fall Guys is a 60-player online game that was released by Devolver Digital and Mediatonic. The Libertarian Party is a political party in the United States that promotes civil liberties, non-interventionism, laissez-faire capitalism, and limiting the size of and scope of government. And Bad Santa is a 2003 American Christmas black comedy film starring Billy Bob Thornton, Tony Cox, John Ritter, and Bernie Mac. Rest in peace, John and Bernie. What do I think of them? Oh, these 30 things are in a very good fitting for everyone's interest. Let's get to those things right away. Okay, the first segment we're going to deal with is Fall Guys. Ultimate Knockout, requested by TOG and DR01. Okay, so the gameplay is up to 60 players compete in matches with Battle Royale style gameplay. Players represented as jelly bean-like figures move around a three-dimensional playing field with additional moves such as jumping, grabbing, climbing, or diving to assist gameplay. The aim is to qualify for subsequent rounds by successfully completing each of the randomly selected mini-games. Wow, talk about a good fucking challenge in this one. Certain mini-games involve running towards a finish line at the end of the map, while others had elements of teamwork. On every mini-game, obstacles appear around the map for added complexity. Players who are too slow or who fucked up so many chances or requirements from mini-game have their asses eliminated and you cannot get the fuck back until the next. On the final round, the remaining few players complete in the final match with a randomized minigame designed for a smaller player size. What smaller player size are you talking about? The fucking the difficulty increases a little more, or whatever the fuck it is? Okay, the winner of the match is the last player standing. Oh yeah, and there's also some microtransactions and new skins and other content. And they have characters, well, costumes of the characters, such as Gordon Freeman, Peabody, Scout, Jacket, Sonic, Godzilla. Yeah, the microtransactions. And they also have additional content in every season. So, yeah, I guess that would be fun and addicting. So what do I think of it? Yeah, it's really challenging. The graphics and the contrast look really sharp. And I cannot say the controls because I never played this game. So, what do I gotta say? Yeah, it's fucking fun and addicting. Alright, next segment. Libertarian Party. Requested by Meowcat171. Okay, the first Libertarian National Convention was held in June 1972, and in 1978, Dick Randolph of Alaska became the first elected Libertarian state legislator. Following the 1980 federal elections, the Libertarian Party assumed the title of being the third largest party for the first time after the American Independent Party, and the Conservative Party in New York continued to decline. Holy fucking hell. Tony Nathan, running as the Libertarian Party's vice presidential candidate in the 1972 presidential election with John Hospers as the presidential candidate, was the first female candidate in the United States to receive an electoral vote. Well, I'll be damned. Well, I don't know if we ever have a first woman who was the president. So, yeah. Okay, so in 2000, Steve Vaillancourt won the election to the New Hampshire General Court running on the Libertarian ballot line. Rhode Island State Representative Daniel P. Gordon was expelled from the Republicans and joined the Libertarian Party in 2011, 1 year before Shut Up Cartoons by Smosh was published. In July 2016 and June 2017, the Libertarians tied their 1992 peak of 4 legislators when 4 state legislators from 4 different states left the Republican Party to join the Libertarian Party. Nevada Assemblyman John Moore in January, Nebraska Senator Laura Ib, although the Nebraska legislature is officially non-partisan, and New Hampshire Representative Max Abraham in May, and Utah Senator Mark and B. Madsen in July. So, what do I know about this? In January 2018, Sitting New Mexico Commissioner of Public Lands Aubrey Dunn Jr. changed party affiliation from Republican to the Libertarian Party, becoming first Libertarian statewide office holder in history. And in June 2020, Amash with Ayanna Pressley of the Democratic Party introduced the Ending Qualified Immunity Act in response to the killing of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer. Oh, fuck you, Derek Chauvin, you bastard! Never heard of Black Lives fucking Matter? Well, you should. Alright, the bill was the first to gain support of members from the Democratic, Republican, and Libertarian parties in the history of the United States Congress. Well, if you want to know why I didn't read the whole article, well, I'm just saving it for the best for last. So that was segment 2, Libertarian Party. And this is segment 3, Bad Santa. Willie T. Soak and his dwarf assistant Marcus Skidmore are professional thieves. Every year, Willie gets a job as a department store Santa Claus and Marcus as an elf to rob shopping malls at night, with Marcus's wife Lois as their getaway driver. Marcus takes his elf duties seriously, but Willie, a sex-addicted alcoholic, is gradually unable to perform with children, also affecting his safe-cracking abilities. Much to Marcus's displeasure when they are hired at the Saguaro Square Mall in Phoenix, Arizona. Willie's vulgarity shocks the prudish mall manager, Bob Chapeska, who brings them to the attention of security chief Jin Slagle. Yeah, Jin, with the fucking G instead of a J. Okay, Bob informs Jin that he overheard Willie having sex in the dressing room, and Jin starts to investigate. Willie sees his motel room being raided and moves into Thurman Merman's house, much to Thurman's delight. Jin visits Roger, who indirectly reveals that Willie is staying with Thurman illegally. Jin confronts Willie and Marcus at the mall and takes them to the bar. There, he reveals that he has figured out their plan and blackmails them for half the score to keep silent. Willie and Marcus' partnership begins to falter. Further exaggerated. Fuck it. When Willie shows up to work drunk and destroys the Santa attraction, Marcus is in Jin's shock. Oh fuck. And afterwards, Willie is attempting to kill himself and take his ass straight to hell by inhaling the vehicle exhaust fumes. He gives Thurman a letter to give to the police, but after Thurman got a black eye, thankfully Willie stopped himself from killing himself and starts beat the shit out of the fucking skateboarders. Yeah, bullying ain't gonna do shit, is there? Yeah, bullying is bad. Yeah, bullying is completely bad, because fuck you. Furious at Jin's blackmail, Marcus and Lois set a trap for him, feigning the need to start their vehicle. Lois hits Jin with the car, and Marcus kills him via electrocution. Willie and Thurman prepare for approaching holiday with help from Sue. On Christmas Eve, Willie, Marcus, and Lois burglarize the mall. Although some technical difficulties arise, Willie is successfully able to crack the safe. Meanwhile, he also gets a pink stuffed elephant that Merman had wanted for Christmas. However, Marcus reveals to Willie that he intends to kill him, fed up with his increasing carelessness. As Marcus is about to execute Willie, the police unexpectedly swarmed in and tipped off by a letter. Willie gave Thurman, and a firefight ensures between Marcus and the cops while Willie flees. Determined to give Thurman his present, he leads to the police on chase to Thurman's house. Ignoring their orders to freeze, he is shot repeatedly on Thurman's porch, but survives. The epilogue is told through a letter from Willie recovered in the hospital. He expresses his gratitude to Thurman and reveals that he was cleared off the robbery and shooting of an unarmed Santa embarrassed the police, and will be working for the police as a sensitivity counselor. Sue is granted for guardianship over Thurman and his house until his father's release. Marcus and Lois are in prison. Willie ends the letter by hoping that Roger will avoid them and telling Thurman that he should be out of the hospital soon and be ready for his return. When the lead skateboard bully harasses Thurman again instead of learning his lesson, Thurman finally stands up to him by kicking him hard in the fucking testicles. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck that motherfucker up, Thurman. Oh, good job, my man. And afterwards, he's riding away on his bike giving the fuck you symbol to the downed bully. Yeah, karma's a fucking bitch, I tell you that. Okay, peeps, so in conclusion, I recommend Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. I bet you would spend in hours of mini gameplays, having yourself being the last player standing and avoid losing chances to win. The Libertarian Party staff are doing a magnificent job of focusing the votes, patriotic material, giving us freedom and better futures for everyone in case I think about it. And Bad Santa is literally one of the funniest fucking Christmas themed films that I would watch at any damn time. And I don't give a shit if the reviews of this film is bad, I still recommend it if you're interested. But if you don't like this film, okay, I'm alright with that.